Hi everyone, welcome to the Stuff You Need to Know About SEO. This is my YouTube channel where I teach you everything you need to know about how to get on page one of Google without all the techie overwhelm. So today I'm going to jump in and I'm going to talk to you about YouTube SEO for beginners. But what I would love you to do is subscribe first before we get stuck in. Then you'll get your updates. Well, every time I release a new YouTube video, you will know all about it. So let's get stuck in. YouTube, what a brilliant channel. What a brilliant thing YouTube is. YouTube is actually... Well, I think this is interesting, right? YouTube is a search engine, essentially. It's a search engine for videos. And it's not just a search engine. It's the second biggest search engine in the world. It's got over 3 billion searches a month. And listen, to more than 500 hours of video are uploaded every minute. It's just insane. And look at this, more than 1 billion hours of YouTube videos are watched every day. So guys, you need a YouTube channel. If you haven't got one already, go out and get one. And if you have, what we need to do is we need to make sure that your YouTube videos are getting seen by these 3 billion people a month, okay? It's such an opportunity for us. So how do you get started? Let's talk about it. So SEO, YouTube SEO for beginners. How do you actually get started? How do you get these videos showing up in the search engines? Well, first thing you need to do is just like everything else, you need to do your keyword research. There's some brilliant ways of doing keyword research specifically for YouTube, but I just want to take you through the real fundamentals. Basically, what you need to do is you need to make sure that you are finding keywords that your audience are actually looking for, so you can go and create videos around those keywords. You can do a search in Google, just put a potential keyword into Google, see if there's any videos that are actually showing up in Google for that keyword, and then go and make some. Go and just get yourself out there and go and make some. But as I say, please make sure there are actually people looking for videos on the keywords that you choose to optimize your videos for. Now, if you're not sure where to get started with keywords, I've written a blog. I've put a link in the description. So I've shared the real fundamentals of getting started with keyword research and some really, really, really good free tools that you can use to just start getting your head around keyword research. Then what you need to do is, once you've found your keyword that you're going to, basically it's like the topic, the thing you're going to talk about in your YouTube video, you need to make sure that once you've recorded your video, that you actually save the video with a file name that uses that keyword. Super simple, but just make sure that the file name has your keyword in it. It just makes it easier for the search engine to understand what your video is about. So make sure you do that. Super simple. Next thing you need to do is when you're actually in the video section of your, the detail section of your YouTube channel, what you need to do is you need to make sure that you've got a really good optimized video title. So what you need to do is must put your keyword in that title, and it needs to be compelling. Think about it like what you're trying to do is not only you're trying to kind of optimize it for the search engine, so the search engine know what it's about, you also want to make sure it's compelling and intriguing, and so no pressure whatsoever. But go and use, there's a really good tool, I use it all the time, Co-Schedules headline analyzer. Pop the title that you think is going to be a good title in there. It will give you a quick analysis. I would go for 75% good, 75% or more score. Please don't get stuck trying to get any more than 75%. You will go down a rabbit hole and spend days trying to find a title. Just go for 75% at least and you're sorted. Make sure you pop that title into the video description. Not the description, into video title. Then you need to talk about your video description. Let's spend a couple of minutes doing that. So video description is really, really important. You've got something like, I think it's about 5,000 characters. You do not need to use 5,000 characters. In fact, it's not going to do your SEO really very, very much good, because people are actually going to read it. They're not going to read an essay. They're here to watch a video. So what you need to do is make sure that you put your keyword in that first, certainly in that first little section. I think it's 2 or 3 sentences that you get before it clicks onto more. So make sure that that first sentence or two is compelling, puts your keyword in there, just makes people understand that they're in the right place. They're much more likely to read, to watch a video if they feel confident that that's going to answer their question. So keep your description to about 2 or 3, maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 sentences. And as I say, put the keyword in that first line. And what you should also do is put some useful links in there, link back to your website, link back to blogs, link back to resources, that kind of stuff. Just to, really add value. So that video description is really, really important. Then what you need to do is you need to tag your video with keywords. If you scroll down through the your video kind of details section, there's a tag section. Now I use TubeBuddy, which is brilliant. There's another platform software piece called vidIQ, which is great too. It will give you tag suggestions if you use the pro. Certainly for YouTube, for TubeBuddy, I use the pro version, which is like $3 a month, which is fine. Gives me some really, really good tags. Now these are great for SEO. So I would suggest that you use that TubeBuddy or vidIQ. If not, just put, use your tags with the keywords, secondary keywords that you've come up. Basically, just what is your video talking about? Make sure you put those tags in the tag box. Then use subtitles too. The great thing is that the subtitles, the text and subtitles gets picked up by Google too. So Google will use that, and it's a real boost to your SEO. So make sure that you use subtitles. Now there is the inbuilt YouTube subtitling software is okay, but it does have issues with how accurate it really is. So worst case scenario is that not the translation, but the subtitles will be so inaccurate that you'll kind of get flagged up as spam in Google. I think that's kind of scaremongering, but I do suggest that if you want to take your YouTube SEO seriously, that you either do it yourself. You can edit. First of all, you can edit the stuff that's automatically generated by YouTube, or you can subscribe, do it yourself, or you can outsource it. There's some really good outfits. Rev.com are brilliant. They're really affordable, really quick, and they're actually they're kind of integrated with YouTube. So I would suggest that if you've got a few extra dollars, that you spend that you outsource those subtitles. So go and check out rev.com. Again, all these resources are for you in the description. Then what you need to do is you need to create a lovely little thumbnail images. It helps with click-through rate. If you've got a professional, engaging, intriguing little thumbnail, rather than just the picture of you kind of gurning, like the kind of, it picks a thumbnail for you. Just go over to Canva, create yourself. There's a YouTube thumbnail template you can use in Canva, which makes it really simple. Just design one yourself or use some of the templates. Make sure you just create, so you've got a lovely consistent looking channel, and it looks interesting and intriguing and makes people click on, so they'll watch your videos. And finally, the last thing is to ask people to subscribe, so that they get so they'll actually get the updates every month. So regular visits to YouTube are a really important indicator in the YouTube algorithm that your channel's worth watching. So ask people to subscribe, just like I'm going to do again. So if you want to get more tips and tricks, SEO pointers every week, subscribe to my channel so that you'll be able to watch the videos every week as soon as they come out. Okay, do something like that. That's all you need to do. Make the subscription button really clear, on your banner if you can. And there you've got it. All the tools that I've talked about: keyword research tools, TubeBuddy, vidIQ, headline analyzer, rev.com, Canva. All the links are in my video description. Go and check those out, as well as the link to the blog that I've written for you on how to get started with keyword research. And as I say, subscribe. So I will see you next week. Have a great time. See you later.